cool down again. Right, let's plop that there. I mean, not getting much of a view really of what I'm skating, to be fair, but oh well, fuck it. See how fucking loose it is? Unbelievable. Oh, it's so fucking loose. It really is. Anyway, hope I'm done with a good one. I might end live in a minute anyway. I thought maybe I'll try this and see if this is more entertaining for people for a minute. If not, I don't know anymore, guys. I think I'm landing the cleanest tricks that I can possibly get. And I'm doing my hardest, as well as trying to bring more skate products like skateboards, fingerboards, jumpers, tops, beanies, all that good shit. Discouraged. Can't be discouraged, man. I'm telling you now. Just keep swimming. Just keep pushing, quite literally. Another hair looking a little old. Burial hills. I ain't getting them back for a long time, but get the rotation down. I just need to pop now. As I say, if people know me, I tore my ACLs, slipped the disc in my spine, done enough injuries. I'm gonna get a 360 shove it, not pop shove it. Yeah, maybe not. Blown out cushions. Oh well. I bear in mind where I run a skate at the same time. It's not an excuse. I design graphics, packaging, skateboards, fingerboards, making a new formula wheel. But I've already made it. Printed the graphic. Yeah, finally outside, man, for a bit. Get a bit of air. There with. Unwind a little. This is my therapy. This is why I stepped away. Like where I run a skate business, skating's like I try to do one thing least off, so it doesn't plague it, so to speak. Like from the negativity that you get from running a business, which can get very stressful. I appreciate it. I really do. Tell you what, the skateboarding. I mean, there's so many times I'm like, if you haven't skated for like 2 years, it would take quite a while to get heel flip. But I got some the other day, so it's still in me, like locked in there. But I'll see if people follow me for it. You know, I've had injuries like torn ACL. I don't see a scarring around the bottom. Compound fracture. Slip disc in the spine. I literally last year I got my big splits back, heel flips, varial kick flip. Well, I'd say varial flip. Heels, kick flips down. Well, yeah, just about. And completely. It's not like riding the bike. Like yeah, skating is. You'll always have the balance, so to speak. You know how to fall. But I mean, the muscle memory does fade. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good Monday. I was tempted to put my wheels on, but they're a bit bigger than these. I said, would it matter if I have one side slightly bigger than the other? Probably not, because I only have two of my own at the moment. But at the same time, I don't want to test the two ones I've got that are like product display ones. I'd rather make some more that I can potentially crack down. But you know how you've got dual drum, split drum, there's a few types, right? One's just a hard bit on the inside and they're like aluminium core. And the reason they do that is because they struggle to mix aluminium into the urethane mix and it cured properly. But I figured out a way to do it, which is been done for, but it's normally a lot harder. There's a lot more effort, but I've actually found it a lot more easy than getting an aluminium core, to be honest with you. You literally use, it's a Pacific, if you're literally 0.5 grams over, then you've ruined the mixture and it causes air pockets and like it has like a thermic reaction because obviously it's not the aluminium that's like the one that's flammable. It's a different type. So I nearly ordered some of that, and that would have been like peak. Imagine someone doing like a power slide and the wheels just catch on fire. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds like a sick idea. Like they would have to be 18 plus, and I'd have to test them myself. Because I mean, imagine if it just doesn't go out. The urethane doesn't burn the same; it doesn't melt. So would it just burn the outside with? Because I don't know. Because when you mix it, it's literally completely mixed in. It's not like there's like you've got to mix it well, but you've also got a 4-minute mix time, so you've got to get it done perfectly. Have everything measured up. It's literally just started to rain. It's only because I'm having sitting having a cigarette, so I was like, you know what, chill for a sec. But yeah, as I say, there's on my store now. I will be adding skateboards within the next week or so. And today I've dropped the prices down on my boards now because I finally could. I always promised I would. So I've got they were 30 for a blank. It's Canadian maple. It's like 24 hours in a mold, multiple coatings. It's days work. Obviously, you can't charge for the time it's curing, but it's still a lot. It's overhead and stuff like that. But I've got blank decks now, which are now from 30 down to 19, which is a bargain. Trust me, much better than like most pros. Like trust me. Like all people have to do is go. Don't trust me. Go and look at some comments. People who bought the boards. Like someone bought 2 boards from me. Had bought another one and got their dad bought one and they gave one to their mate because they had a black. I mean, if you watch my videos, you can see they do. And I'm not saying that like boards never used to be good, but because as they work on quantity rather than quality, you have the issue of them trying to get as much cheap shit as possible just so they can quickly work through it. And less time in the mold because they don't have as much time to work on it because they've got more customers. If wood glue, if you read it, most wood glues, even polyurethane ones, take a full 24 hours to cure, meaning if you take out the mold, it will lose its shape, right? It's a fact. Hello, sorry, I could barely see the jar, fortunately, but just about. Yeah, it's excited about sponsoring. All my point is just follow your dreams. If anyone here's like got a dream, just do it on the sideline. Don't even like, you know what I mean? You got hobbies, you got passions. You might game, you might play console. Instead of doing any of that, I promise you now, like I was absolutely addicted to just needing a bit of me time, needing to game, needing to do whatever. And now I am fully content making things come out. It's literally like the best life. It's not even about the sales either. They're a bonus, of course. I think it's fully about to piss it down as well. I have to change the live to outside to inside. So I literally can't see if there's anybody there in the live. No, I can't. I can't ride this at the moment because the bushings are blown out. Like they've fully blown out, and no matter how much I've changed them, it's because the base plate, they're inverted kingpins, so the base plate's been the thread inside it's been worn down too much. So I'd have to do them too tight where it's not been worn down inside. But if you do them too tight, then you blow out the bushings. So I'm like a bit of a dilemma. So I literally can't see if anybody's there. No. But I'm gonna bring my phone over it. Stretch. Okay. this. That's where I'd be chilling, have a cigarette, feed the robins. I spray the boards. Well, I do a lot out there. It's like my little outside workshop. Wait, what time is it? Yeah, so I have about an hour and a half left, ish. I'm gonna go in and fingerboard now, just lock in. Obviously, showcase some of the new stain decks that I've got, and show the prices dropped on like a lot of things. See, the more customers you get in and the more products you have in, the easier you can actually make things more affordable all across the board. So, as I say, blank boards went from 30 down to 19, crazy price drop, even during a cost of living crisis. It's crazy. But the stain decks are the new stain decks I've got up there. They're $24.99, and honestly, trust me, for a stain deck like this, that's sick. I even had somebody follow me on IG who makes really cool stain decks, and they're actually really sick. So they're $24.99. Blank decks are $19.99. Mystery packs are $25.99, which you can get a glow in the dark board in there, and heat transferred graphics, anti-wear graphics. Those are 45 to 50, depending. But you got to remember the art. I spend a lot of time on it, just like the skateboards. So, and I do the same graphics on my skateboards as I do my fingerboards. So, yeah, and I'm gonna do handboards at some point. Just not gonna try to make it any formula or skateboard build. I've already made it, but it's now just in the testing stages. It's exciting. Right, bear with everybody. 2 seconds. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me. Where's all my friends at, bro? I'm joking. I know everyone's got friends. Oh, man. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a good one. Let's go fingerboard a little bit, chill out. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying. Yes, sir. Sorry, I love that. Check this. For the accent, the way it's said as well. Like, oh, come on. Right, how we set it? Bad, I need to figure out how I'm setting it for here so it's actually fucking stay up. Well, it's only because I want people to be able to hear what I'm fucking saying, do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of ideal for people to be able to hear me. Maybe this is still move, because still people can hear. Yeah, okay, we're doing it like that. People can still hear me. Welcome back. Oh, damn, that's bright. It's only bright when it's like so dark and then it puts me in the face with the light. Right, anyway, welcome. So, I was wondering about staining these decks a tad more, but I don't know. I don't know what people think. I think, oh, they just look so good, man. I'm sorry. I really like the stained look on this one. I am tempted to make this more of a square-shaped board. Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm not even tempted. We're going to do it because at the end of the day, what else are we doing? Not much. We just be chilling. So I've got a lot of good energy in me, and I like it. I've got good energy today. You know, things start working out in life. Ish. Right, we're gonna square this up. I actually think I want to square, but like this will look really nice as like a more square. The other ones that I like squared-ish in the corners. I don't know. Let's give it a go. So I've done a few different shapes like lighters. What else have I done? I done some weird shapes. Oops, in my boards all up there. These are the ones I've used myself, skateboards, and the boards they're all the boards I've made. So it's not like I'm trying to. It literally sounds like a brag every time you do it, but at the end of the day, like that's the issue with society these days. If I say I've done something, it's like, oh, he's bragging. I'm like, I'm not. I've made it. Like, I'm proud of it. Right, let's get this square. I really want a square shaped board. I think it would look quite sick. Let's take a pencil to it. This is literally the OG way of fucking pencil and a rubber until you get it right. You know what I mean? So I want to add loads of different shapes. Old school, you know what I mean?
And the stain decks are now $24.99, and the blank decks are $19.99, which is the cheapest they've ever been, I think. Yeah. That's a bargain. Anyway, what's everyone up to today, other than watching me waffle on, make boards? We may be here a while. Slowly but surely. Okay, right, no, fuck it, we're coming back to typical me. So, I mean, I can't finish a task sometimes, so I don't have the patience or my brain's in other places. I need to, like, zap it back, but yeah, it's just not going to happen, is it? The brain's, whatever it is, doing whatever it's doing. Right, I think I'm going to... So I've got just too much energy, right? Good. Oh, I thought you were losing me then, you sneaky little bastard. Right. What we're doing. I'm looking for a brush. Bear with. Hold it. Odd. Slightly baffled. Alright, let's try and clean this up. So these are the wheels. They've had a vinyl put onto it, but the ink's like not very UV resistant. So I'm going to go over it with some acrylic, and then hopefully, and then we're going to go test these today as well. And hopefully they break. I mean, I know it's a dumb, but I think it'd be a funny video if these wheels break. So like the unique formula. What the fuck am I putting this in? Oh boy. So we're gonna no we're not. I'm gonna utilize this. Chat so quiet today. What's going on, people? Chat to me. Talk to me. What's good? What's happening? Hey, what's good, bro? See, perfect timing. Having a good day? I find it heaty. Bit of Michael Jackson vibes there. What's good? So yeah, so these are new. Let's try that again, shall we? These are a unique formula wheel I made. So this is the same formula, 85A, grippy as shit, right? Same 85A. I'll show everybody. 85 Polyflex casting urethane, right? Same, no grip, well, grip enough. Like if you're riding it, it will be. So I'm the CEO and founder of a skate company, Skate Addiction. I am about to. It's not my biggest. I don't like saying it's focal point, but it's getting big to the point where like about to work with some other bigger companies. Dream come true. Obviously, it's thanks to all my followers as well and the support. Not finished being sprayed down yet. This is a glow in the dark board. It's fully skatable, but it's also, I say, more if you want a display piece. And then this is the other one I've done recently. There's a few more up there, and then all those boards up there as well. And I made 700 fingerboards because I found out about fingerboarding nearly 3 years ago. I knew what tech decks were, but I thought this was fingerboarding. I didn't realize you could do tricks on them. So to show people as well. So that big skateboard you just seen there is the same as this little one here, flipping a ghetto bird. And then there should be. Let me find it. I have way too many boards. But I made so the last thing made that was successful, that was screechy and had rebound, was urethane. This isn't urethane. Terrible. So it's screechy. It's not loud as it was. So I have a pink board. Do you mean? I was thinking somehow making pink, but the way I could make pink would be red, and it'd make more orange. How could I make pink? I can try and make pink. So I've done this one as well, which was stained. That's stained at the top, hand stained, like literally individually went through. That's why you can sort of see it's the tiniest bit off. That up here maybe, but no, I don't have a pink board yet, but I will be doing it. As I said, these will stain. That's a combination of brown. No, sorry, I don't have brown. It's a combination of green, red, and black, I believe. A little bit of yellow in there too. That's one of the sort of stain. That's another one. It's like wood. But they are maple, because obviously a lot of people don't like other woods because they're not durable. So if you stain it to look like another wood, then it's still maple, Canadian maple, blue one. I mean, you can all see them downwards anyway, but still. Maybe like a watermelon-ish. This one's like forest green, but it's going to have some more colours go through it. And this one, personally, really is my favourite. It's hard to tell in this light, but you know The Mask with Jim Carrey? It's like that jade green. So that's a mixture of yellow and black. But separately, of course, otherwise they just wouldn't blend the same. So you get the right lighting on it. In the darkness, it looks like black, but then with lighting on it, it's really hard to. You can sort of see that it looks like jade green. It's quite nice. But yeah, so these are obviously not sanded down yet fully, but they are available on the store, and there's only one of each array. But normal, obviously, graphic boards literally look like full-on graphics on them, heat transfer graphics. This one's slightly different. It's still vinyl print. And then these ones like this are anti-wear graphics. They don't wear down. And they're the first of the kind. These are the last ones on the store once they're gone. I'm going to look at making the anti-wear a little bit more effective. It's still completely effective, but I want it to be a little thinner because the film used that makes it anti-wear. It makes them incredibly durable. Like the pop on these boards is phenomenal. I don't break anything, but yeah. And I've shown people before. There's videos where I've shown people they're like 2 times durability. Also, this is a glow in the dark board. And at skateaddiction.co.uk, you've got beanies, tops, jumpers, skateboards come in, wheels, wax, grip tapes, pivot. I had pivot cups. We also got bushings. And look, wait, we've got a little bag of bearings, bro, for the wheels. They're so adorable. But yeah, how many? Well, I made so many wheels now. These are glow in the dark wheels. Dual durometer, but they aren't using the urethane that I've started using. So I will actually be making urethane fingerboard wheels as well. Here is actually one of the practice ones I did. So it's squidgy enough, 85A, but they don't have the same formula as these ones, which are still 85A. So new formula. I can't say right now because out of respect they've said not to, but who I'm sending them to. But they are one of the biggest, in my opinion. Not don't want to say too much, but they're one of the biggest skate companies in the world, hands down. And it's not just a case of maybe DMing back and forth, and then to be like, let me know when they're ready, and I'll send you an address to send them to. I'm like, we got this, guys. Like, as like the skate scene, the skate community in the UK is about to blow up even more. I'm not saying for me, just everybody, you know, we're all involved. I take community suggestions because half the time I'm like completely fogged up in the brain. Because I believe, you know, it takes the skaters, it takes the people to create, the people to buy it. It takes everybody. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. That's what people seem to forget when they run a business as well. And they become a boss and they think they just they rip everyone off because they think, oh, they just keep coming back to me because they respect the company. They will for a while. Yeah, I will look at doing a pink board for sure. I've got glow in the dark pink boards, but not, and wheels, but not pink looking decks, I don't think. I've got a pink board. Actually, to be fair, there's a few purpley pinkish ones. And they're called jankies because I know people remember the word like janky, but I said janky kickflip. Saying about street skating, it's not meant to be perfect, it's meant to be rough and, you know, and obviously Jenkins, the last name, so Jenkins. A little bit more. So this fast drying acrylic onto the, because it's not directly onto the wheel, this is already been printed on, but then where it's fading because it's a shitty ink, I'm like, great, I'm not buying a new printer for a new type of ink, I'm just gonna hand paint the last bits. Like the 85A, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, I'm gonna have to get the camera, but this is incredibly challenging. I've got the shapes right. It's so small. I mean, to someone else, that's easy. Like, this is a challenge. Also, I won't be doing this with every wheels just because at the moment prototypes still need testing. They say, can you bring graphics onto wheels? It's like, I can try, which I have done. Or at least, I guess it wipes off pretty easy. If it was straight onto urethane, then it would seep in. So that's why I'm able to do it onto this vinyl. Pretty clean, pretty clean. I mean, I'm sorry, if I saw those, I would definitely, like, not being biased, I would probably skate them. I mean, I like blank wheels, or I like wheels not too much. Like Spitfires, love them, great formula, but the pattern on them, I'm not too keen on it. I like blank wheels, so it's quite minimalistic with the dripping. Obviously, they are printed on. I'm just going over with a non-stupidly, right? It's printed with a. I bought a printer especially for it, but the ink is UV fading, so that's why you're looking at it now, and it's starting to fade a bit. So what ink fades in? I mean, I get it fades a little bit. Things fade in the sun, but to the point where it actually goes invisible. Where the fuck's it go? Sorry, it just baffles my brain. So instead of doing another printer, I'm like, for now, just while I test these and they work, the formula, because these are 85A. So when I go tell people the good bit, people leave. Oh well. Like I say, people know the will when they go to use it and they realise how much better it is than urethane. Well, no, it's got urethane in it, but once I remove urethane, it's not needed. It's expensive. Or at least you don't need as much urethane in the mixture. Because all you do use grip or screech or, but well, these no urethane at all in them. And they are the ones I made about a year ago now. Glow in the dark as well, different pigments. These are now for obviously skateboards. I'm really a skateboarder. I just fingerboard. It was just a fun little hobby. These are 85A, but they're like rock hard. This is 85A too, but if you look, grippy, 85A. Like, you can't change the drama, so I'm not lying about that part. It just has, I can show people one of the elements as in it, so I'm happy to do that. Because I realise this one is not actually a secret. It's just the other things I've got that I put in it that are. So this is using a aluminium hydroxide mix. So instead of an aluminium core, to get the exact correct amount, and I mean by 0 point, I won't bore people with the science, but in this, then the formula won't dry properly. That's why these won't crack. They've got aluminium in the urethane. Rather than having to have it a core, it makes it way more durable that way. I printed the graphic on, but it's the printer I got for the graphic is flipping UV. It completely fades, like not just a little bit. It's just gone. The next day I woke up, it's got some touching up with acrylic inks that dry fast. So sorry if I go quiet for a second. I just want to get this done. So these are being sent off to a company testing. Well, I'm going to be testing them first, but all I say, and out of respect, they've told me not to say anything yet, but it will be soon. A massive company. I'm just beyond. There's no words. I can't even process it. I make skateboards too, by the way, and the store is skateaddiction.co.uk. if you're a skater, watch one of my fingerboarding clips. And I thought fingerboarding was this for years. And as a skater, no. I thought that's what. And as a skater, I was like, not interested really in anything else. But as soon as I've had injuries like slip disc in my spine, two ACLs, compound fracture, which is where the bone came out of my arm. This one, it's like no justice. Compound fracture is a light-hearted word for it. Like names, like compound fracture, like it sounds like a small, just maybe a step up from a hairline fracture. But yeah, anyway. So I stopped, became an addict, and then came back to art, tried skating again, realised I couldn't skate like I used to, but I still somehow wanted to be involved in something. I was like, well, I never liked how expensive things were. I'm not dissing these companies. I love some of these bigger companies, and I get they got staff to pay. But I was like, I want to make an affordable version. So they've got beanies, tops, jumpers, fingerboards, skateboards, waxes, grip tapes. Yeah. I say we. I mean we as a company, but as in me. I am building a team. We've got some skaters now, which is just wonderful. I'm so excited about it. Wonderful. And some artists as well, fellow artists getting involved. And not even, well, yeah, they may have skated once or twice, or they enjoy skating, some of these people, but don't need to be a skater to be involved in camaraderie or whatever of skating. Trying to do. So I'm trying to do the 85A. Hard. Yeah, we have to upsize that when I print it. Again, I've only got two at the moment. I've got four, but the other ones. This is a good example of what happens if you don't mix it literally right by a few 0.0 grams. 0.0, like 1 to 5. You get these little air pockets in there where because it's like acid, where it's curing and like reacting with each other. It has like thermic reaction. It gets kind of warm, and then because it's metal aluminium, it traps air bubbles around if it's too much in there or not mixed in well enough. So it's literally that's why companies typically do the dual drummer rather than mixed, which is it's not technically mixed because it's the same drummer. It's just you're adding compounds to it that structurally harden it without making it too brittle, keeping it 85A but still being able to slide across the ground. And like if you were doing tail slides, any sort of thing, like this side needs sorting out. Still not correctly like this. If I do it more fair, you can see it's gripping just a bit more on everything, really. If you're going to try and do like, but these, just so you'll make power slides for days, but still also be able to ride on really rough ground. That was kind of the whole point. Because I live in the UK and that's what we have, really rough ground, but I still am a street skater. And having tiny wheels that just stop having to push all the time. Yeah, it gives you strong legs, but it's still a bit of pain. So boom, problem solved. They're only being sent. I'm going to probably go off with them when I send them though, because it's not like I don't trust whoever I'm sending it to. I just don't trust anybody really in the business world. You've got to be so careful. as that before I give the orange another coating, and then they're ready to test. Oh, they feel so good. And I like the colour, I'm not going to lie. They're slightly more translucent than some other, that's like way more white, you know what I mean? This has got more of a light will shine through, but purely because I'm also going to be doing glow in the dark ones like this as well, so the pigment will glow all the way through. You know, LED wheels, they're just making weak, so you're better to add like pigments, but that's what I mean. When it comes to mixing pigments, I'm going to have to get a bit sciencey again, and then whatever weight and figure out the, it's too complex to explain, but my point is obviously the aluminium hydroxide that I add to the wheels, and people are like, what the fuck, that's weird, like maybe have aluminium core, but if you, not private companies, but like people who have the skill to, because it's difficult to get the right mixture. As I say, you will get air pockets like this in it, just from literally 0.05 grams over, and that's tiny amount. So you've got to do precise measurements with all weigh at the same time, well, mix at the same time. Also turn it into a paste with, because if you add dry stuff, it will turn into a dry powder and formulate. If you do wet stuff, it will not let this cure properly. So you need to almost have a pace. It's like a pH. That's how I see it. It's like balancing it out. But obviously, these are 101A. They just sound like rock. But these slide just as well as they do for board slides, but better rebound. And that's what I've been aiming for, because otherwise you're really stuck between the two. So you'll be able to skate these apart. Really good transition, but also street skating perfectly. Because if you locked in body weight, but if you lift up slightly, with these, it's really not the case. Even if I have to lift up slightly, it's still got way more resistance. I pretty much have to lift off the ground. So there you go, boom. And I'm so excited, guys, I can't believe it. And obviously skateboards as well, they'll be dropping. And the fingerboards, stained fingerboards, have already dropped. They're already in the store. And the price of boards will shift around. So blank decks have gone to like $19.99 now. Stains $24.99. It's literally like a $5 or more for a stain deck, which really I think is a bargain. I would say links in the bio, but it won't let me fucking put my link up there, all product things, but it's on skateaddiction.co.uk, like it's an actual store, not through like flipping, what's it called, Etsy and all that crap. The shape's so bad today. Alright, so it looks all super clean. And I see that drippiness is like, do I even have it? No, I don't. Oh. Drippiness from the logo. Don't worry, I'm not that like narcissistic to get mate. It was a temporary one. I wanted to see what it looked like. It's good to have multiple different tools for different things. Oh. Anyway, I'm also going to do a thing where it's like buy 2 boards, get 1 for free as well. But today only, after I come off the live. So I've got quite a few boards on the store now. So that can be any board. It can be a blank board, mystery pack, or one with a graphic. We've got glow in the dark boards. If you buy a mystery pack, right? I charge it up quickly as well, so I can see. So mystery pack's up there. So you won't know what board you're getting. And obviously the individual boards actually like this. That's a glow in the dark one, and then that's fucking wax. Well, that's a multi-pack of wax. But glow in the dark wheels, so it's like similar packaging. Obviously, completes will come in boxes. Let me just literally just in the window, and you'll be like they glow so much, it's unreal. That's what I mean, to get the formula and for them to screech. Like normally, you've got to imagine fingerboard wheels are harder because you can't actually. The amount of urethane or whatever you're using is so small, and you cannot. You have to use literally like micrograms of pigments. So for them to be this glowing and this potent, you have to. For the formula to actually, because you know what it's like things will not, that will not cure if there's too much liquid in it. Like it can ruin the curing process. Like it happens with silicone, it happens with everything. So it's almost impossible. Just wait. Actions speak louder than words. Oh, I'm so excited. That's what I mean. People spotted them, keep asking if they're available, and I understand why, because there are no wheels that are like it. They're off white to very luminous blue, green, purple, orange. We've got loads of different colours. So I mean, as a company, but me, I just don't like saying me. It feels at the same time it is me. And people think, like, where's the other people at? That's not that makes sense there, I guess. But anyway, it opens up on a good Monday. So I got lost on what day it was. And when you work from home, you kind of do. Units are like, but then I don't know, they're just solid, but not. As I say, you can't change the barometer. So it's 85A. It's 85A. It's just then about what you add to it, like fillers and stuff. It's a lot more complex than that. Look, when I looked up originally, it said, yeah, you need aluminium. So I was like, great. And then it was like, oh no, you need an aluminium core. And I'm like, okay, great. Is there any way I can mix it? It's like, oh yeah, but very, very specific amounts, and it will work really well. But very few people do because it's very difficult. I'm not trying to be like, yeah, but I'm saying I'm happy it worked. Otherwise, I'd have been like, great. I just spent like £30 on aluminium powder to just. It has to be a particular type because there's some flammable ones. I was like, that would be pretty cool if you could do board slides, and because it's flammable, the friction would make the wheels catch on fire. But I was like, would it go out? Would it? I mean, it's probably just not safe. Even if it's like 18 plus, it's probably just a massive fire like that. So when you see people do on skateboards and they pour like petrol on it or something, I mean, that's very dumb. I'm all up for like crazy shit. I mean, like fully fledged. I mean, like, oh man. So it's just crazy. And I'm like, how old everyone's getting now, and losing skaters, literally losing people. I don't mind about Hollywood people. I'll be honest with you now. But yeah, the good ones. Let's think of all a little bit. I have half an hour. Holy shit, time is flown by. I am a bit rusty, so it's allowed it. Honestly, if you're a skater, don't knock it. Just give it a go, because I promise you, you'll have a blast. A finger blast. Oh. Weirdly, sometimes going into speed works better. See what I mean? If I go slowly, I miss it a bit. Point proven. All you need to do is do the same on a skateboard, trust me. Speed equals like higher pop if you get hang time and air time. If you try and do it stationary, you're using gravity and the momentum as well. Disprove my point. So I want to get blunt, kick flip to nose blunt. Yeah, it's a long shot. It's going to take me quite a while to warm up today. I'm not gonna lie, that felt pretty clean. It just felt like a pretty sagged out one. Like that, do you know what I mean? Pretty much managed to see that. Overcooked maybe? Okay. I don't know what it is. If I do flat ground flip, I'm not too bad. He says. I really want to get these back finger impossibles. Like nollie back. It's a nollie back finger, yeah. So when you're coming on that rail, like do that like rainbow flip, but make sure you like tuck it out first as well. Honestly, don't take the most advice from me. I'm still pretty shit, but I learned pretty fast. So I I do believe skating has a massive impact on that though, because it's like you understand. I know it's different. It's a finger, it's a foot, but at the same time, it's the timing, the pockets, understanding like the motion, maybe the delay is slightly. Oh. I struggle with regular kick flips because I've been doing nollie stuff for so long. You see how high my boards pop as well, like seriously? Okay, I caught that, I was cheating. Oh my days. That was cheating too. I can't even, and again. Oh well, my point is, if you're a better fingerboarder than me, you'll be able to test out yourself. 3 times durability, double pop at least. And it's because of the wood I use. Like Canadian maple, like people, that's what everyone uses. No, they use Canadian maple factory pressed wood. But they don't have to add that because it's still Canadian maple. Where I show people literally when I get the videos and how durable this is. It bends over on itself and pops back to shape because it's meant to be naturally moist. You know, they're all meant to be fresh, clean. Wait, where's the other? Oh, they're all the stained ones. They ain't even got a coating on top. But you'll be able to tell when you spray a board and then how the layers kind of pop out. Like, let me find one. Oh, I don't even know. But even this one's super clean. You would tell by the way the grain, it's kind of been more patchy and a bit wet. I know fair enough, the top ones and bottom ones, they normally use real ply, but then the middle ones where you can't see them, they use them like some flipping. I'm not saying who, because I can't exactly say who, but I know, because I have people tell me, I have seen some of the boards break and what they look like on the inside, and I'm like, that's not what they should look like. My board are too durable to the point where I'm like, to be fair, people won't need to buy another board again. But oh well, I guess. Oh my days, what's going on here? Well, I'll tell you what I really want to get, and I don't know how I've managed to get one, but I can get some. I've managed to get a flipping nollie blunt laser, right, to board out, but I can't get a flipping shove it. I can't get a switch nose slide to shove it. No nose slide, shove it to nose slide. That feels like that should be incredibly simple, and I just can't do it. I don't want a board slide. I want a double tail. I tried to even do the blunt thing, right? And like the closest way I figured out is to kind of just scoop up with you, but fuck is it difficult. Fair play to fingerboarders, man. Like I actually think it's underestimatedly hard by a lot of skaters. They're like, I can do that. No, you don't fool yourself, bro. Even as skaters who understand the workings of a skateboard, I trust you to trust me. It's a good challenge to learn. You know, they say it's like journey, like it's not the destination, it's the journey that matters. Like same for skating. Like once you've unlocked everything, it can feel a little, and I know this from experience when I was skating. Not everything, cause that's impossible, like serious, but like the main things before it was like nightmare flips, like modern get like really challenging shit that I would like bust my bones trying to do every single time. Like the comfortable things that you feel like, you know, they're still good, they're still challenging, but then they lose their appeal more because you've done it so many times. Not fully, skating's always like, I can't describe it, it's like I could do it a million times, but it's, my point is enjoy it. A lot of people don't like it and get put off and discouraged because they can't do like a kickflip, tail, like 540 shove out, you know what I mean? Well, most people can't. It's just a misconception, I feel like, online because of social media. Skateboarding is one of the most challenging sports that there are because it's like really like you're trying to, the amount of times you've got to shift your weight and learn when to shift your weight and the gravity and like learn when to flick. The timing is everything. And then you've got the adrenaline, which can make time a little bit harder to manage because your heart's racing you. And even the best skaters will be doing like the scattiest droppings, they still be like, yeah, I'm feeling this. That's a fact. They've said it, they'll all admit it. It's a fact. Ooh, that's on. Too much wrist. Not enough wrist. I'll take it. Wasn't anything in this flip. There you go, bro. Switch flip. Kick flip. Give me a sec. I'm rusty because I haven't been doing regular for a while. I'll take that, I'm sorry. It wouldn't clean this catch. But I wish I could out for skate right now, but as I say, my new wheels, where are they gone? Oh. So I have a skateboard company and a fingerboard company, and these are the wheels I've made recently. They're 85A, but they are completely, this is 100A. You can hear the difference slightly, but these still keep that same ability to do reverts. Also, if you've got enough pressure, it's just lifting up slightly, and that's because it's a unique formula. Part urethane, 85, and then one of the ingredients I can show you is aluminium hydroxide. And that seems weird, but it works. It's not dual drummer, like dual drummers, it's mixed, so in the sense of where it's the same drummer, but you add the very finite amount. If you add literally the smallest, like 0.05 grams over or whatever, you ruin it, and then you end up with like air pockets and holes, and you can't skate that shit. So yeah, but I love the colour of them, how they turn out because of the mixture. You don't want to add too many things, otherwise it just mess up the formula and the reaction. And on the store today, added some stained boards, so they're $24.99. Blank decks are $19.99 now. Graphics, glow in the dark boards, multi packs of wax. Yeah. Is that a fucking pongo? Like, I'm trying to figure out. You know what I'm trying to do, right? You know when people stand on the board and they hold it and then they like hop, they have their leg out and they stuff like that. I don't even know, a bit more freestyle. Right, I need it more sag. There you go, that's the one. You know when they like sag to the point where like they flip so low to the ground? I love ones like that because they feel like scatty almost, a bit like if you actually were skating. And that's why, also, not why, but I love someone suggested the name Jankies, and obviously Jenkins for the name, but I like Jankies because it's like a janky kickflip. That was a janky trick. Nothing's perfect, bro. Ooh. I hope you can see it properly, but it's satisfying. Honestly, don't knock fingerboarding until you try it. It's like the best fidget toy. It's not just the toy itself. It's the tricks you can do in it, and I wouldn't even call it a toy really, but still. They've just got kids to try and learn these tricks, and they will get mad because they won't. It'll take fucking ages. I know I can actually do flip tricks out like this because I've done it before. Come back to that later. It is generally one of the most satisfying things. Anyway, I literally have about 25 minutes now, and then I'll be back on tomorrow a little bit when the partner's going to be here, so I don't know what that live's going to be like. I think she's going to be in the room anyway, but still. 2 more days, and I'm having some time off for about 4 days, and then I'll be back on. And I have a lot more energy in life than that. I mean, I know that for sure. I love you and leave so I actually have time to get on with what I need to do. And as I said, I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what time, but it won't be an early one. Like, it'll probably be like 8 o'clock at least, or 9 o'clock probably. Oh, I'm so tired, man. Anyway, peace, love, and I hope you all have a sick day, or evening, or whatever you're doing. I'm gonna go try and get some sick clips down. I'm so determined at some point these clips should actually gain more traction because I think they're really good. Like the other clips, I understand like they were not good for like a long time, but now I'm like, bro, I'm landing switch blunts, kick flip to then nose blunt. Like it's good shit. I've seen like less for more. And I'm not trying like having the company do some really good time. So at the end of the day, we're going to say if you want to be part of the journey and like whatever or not, it's their choice. But this shit is going somewhere because I've already got a contract. Well, not contract. About to send the wheels off to a big skate company. Obviously, I'll be going over with them. Fuck that, man. Too risky. Anyway, I appreciate it, guys. I hope you all have a good one, and I'll catch you tomorrow, maybe at 9 o'clock. As I say, it will be a bit iffy for the next few days, but then after the 6th, 7th, so no, it's not 6th, 7th. I'll be back on the 8th, and then it's the 9th that I'll probably be going back on a live. So quite some time from now, but it gives us the time to actually get some downtime, get my energy back, sort shit out. But yeah, peace, love. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you have a good one.